Magic requires action, not work. I repeat, magic requires action, not work. Welcome to episode 2 of the Pantalogical of Magic series. In the last episode, we talked a little bit about what spell you would like to cast into the world. So this video is how do we now ignite that magic circle? For you to put in the correct actions, first you need to build yourself. You need to become the one that when you step inside of that circle, it will activate and it will hold you. You might have to train yourself as a witch or a wizard. Now, there are many different ways that you can do this. You've probably heard of shadow work, divination, all of these different things within craft. But for myself personally, there was one lesson that took the cake above everything else, and it was the removal of a very, very famous phrase within the spiritual community. And it is the phrase, nothing is real. Now, in my book, this is the first thing that I discussed with you all, is that everything is real. Your ancestors, their stories, the religions that they created, their own crafts, the food that they ate, the cultures that they created. Every single thing on this planet is real. Now, if you're new here, we call this the all. Consciousness and its creativity is real. The moment that I realized everything was real was the moment that I realized that every single goal, dream, wish, success that humans had had on this planet were also real. And do you know what that means? That my dreams and your dreams, viewer watching, could also be real. This is step 1, connecting back to the all, so then you can learn practices that are going to work for your dream. To find the right actions, you must remove the script and the actions that society have given you. This is why teaching craft is so difficult, because you have to find your own magic. Step 2 is breaking the mind barrier, and this is because you have a lot that you need to talk to yourself about, and gurus can really help you with this. It is up to you to go into your own mind and to learn yourself, and then to do something that you might have seen in the spell work community, something called transmutation. When we're in the mind and our mind is talking back to us, a lot of the things that we say are fears. Look at that thing over there. Ask yourself, why do I say this? This is transmutation, and this is called shadow work. So I'm going to show you how I do shadow work. I'm going to transmute 4 different phrases right in front of your eyes. So we've got, I don't have enough money. I am not important enough. I don't want to freak anyone out or scare anyone, and I don't want to be judged. So these are 4 thoughts that I'm going to transmute so then you can get through them. I need you to really question what you're saying to yourself. I don't have enough money. What ways can I do this so that it's affordable for me and in my budget? Because that's a more productive thought for me to be having, that's also getting me out of the negative thinking. I'm not important enough. There are 1,000 singers on the planet. None of them are the same. They all have different levels of success and different stories. They're all individual. I don't want to freak anyone out. I don't want to scare anyone, okay? Does it freak you out? Does it scare you when you are confronted with that thing? Does it freak you out? No. That's why you're going towards it, yeah? The last one, I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be judged. What can we do with this? When I feel judged, this is actually because I'm agreeing with the judgment before it's even passed. Okay, so what can I say to myself that can help me accept this part of myself? So let's see where these thoughts can lead us, okay? What other ways can I make money? Well, now we're creating a plan finally. We're finding a way to do it, and we're going to find a way that's comfortable for us. Okay, so instead of I don't have money, I need to find a way that's really comfortable for me to be able to do this and find like the budget version of it. There you go, there's your thought. We have processed it, transmuted. And you're different. You are different, and that's good. And it means that your followers and your clients are going to see that you're a niche, and you're going to have more people resonate with you because you're a niche. Okay, so instead of I'm not important, not being important is literally what's going to make me successful. We think something's going to freak them out. So does it really, right? We go through these thoughts. Does it really? Actually, you know what I want you to think instead? I think that this thing is awesome though. I love it. My body is saying yes to it though. So instead of I'm going to freak everyone out, it doesn't freak me out. And there's other people on this planet that aren't freaked out by this. It's okay for me to do this, unless it's obviously murder or something bad. Okay, don't do that. The last one, feeling judged. Let's get into this. So you feel like you're getting judged, but that in itself is actually you accepting the judgment. So what can we do? I actually do believe in this. I want to preach it. It is, and I want it to be my life. I am ready to tell people who I am and what I want to accomplish. That's what comes out the other side here. Shadow work, transmutations. When we do this, it is much easier for us to now see the next steps. And you can think small or think big. You have to think in research terms and you have to think in physical world terms. But the best thing is the circle that we keep talking about has now begun. You are now walking the circle of magic. There are going to be so many different things that try and knock you off your path, okay? Make the circle disappear, make you give up. And so we've got to become really strong in this. This is where we need to grow on our stubbornness. I don't like using the word discipline. I would rather just call it never giving up, like stubbornly getting your way, okay? And we do this by committing. Commitment is saying yes, even if it fails. This is why I say you should take a lot of time to find yourself and to find who you are, so you know what is going to be beneficial for you, what you should be saying yes and what you should be saying no to. Because eventually there's going to come a time where one of these circles, everything is going to have to go towards it. When you eat a meal, you're thinking, I'm eating this for that goal. When you sleep, I'm sleeping so I'm well rested enough to do that goal. When you tidy the house, it's so then I have got a clear mind and a clear slate, and all of my energy is going to be going towards my goal, right? We start doing things to help this circle stay alive. And these tasks don't have to be big. You can start really small. It can be like watching a YouTube video on how to set up a website. Eventually, you're going to have enough building blocks that you're going to be able to see the circle as well. And I find that a lot of artists have a moment usually where they realize that there actually already is a circle in their life and they already have everything there, but maybe one or two building blocks were kind of missing. But once they have those building blocks, the entire circle ignites and they know exactly where to be going with their dreams. Magic happens when you take action, but the correct actions need to be taken. Sometimes though, we can use spiritual actions. For example, taking a vow with a deity, right? So then we stay on this path and we've accepted and honored this path. We could follow the signs and the synchronicities to help us with what is a yes and what is a no. We could perform a ritual to start the beginning of something. This is how a lot of our ancestors did their own ritual work, whether it was seasonally, bringing in a baby, a funeral, because these were big life-changing events. So in the next video, we're going to talk about exactly that. What actions can you put in to help this craft? What vows can I make? How do I follow the signs and synchronicities? What rituals can I do? I'm not sure if I'm going to put these into multiple videos or if it's going to be one. I've been channeling all of these. All of these come through to me as a big script that I've been writing and saying. So we'll see what ends up happening. But it's going to be something like that, I'm guessing. Bye.